know what it is. You know who it is. But I'm going to still tell you what it is. Tell it how it is, no filter. Welcome, welcome. This is episode 187. Turn that light out. We're here by the graces of God. Your guys don't want to guess what's in the cup. I'm not understanding what the issue is. It doesn't cost you anything to take a shot at it. Y'all don't have any kahunas. Nobody don't want to guess what it is. You can privately guess me. You don't have to publicize yourself in case you're wrong and you think people are going to clown you for it. And people who think they know me and know what I drink, why y'all not taking a shot at it? You could privately inbox me, comment somewhere where no one else sees your suggestion, or guess, as I should say. Follow me, MRHush476 on my YouTube. That's the music page. The podcast page is Voice of Reason NF. One word, NF. Voice of Reason. What I'm noticing is, again, I have to repeat that you may have to add the title to the search for you to find me. Every time I've showed someone the page, I've been able to locate it by just typing Voice of Reason NF as one word. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Instagram, how you stop them, one word. Don't spell out you, just the letter U. My Twitter is Hush476, if you must know. My TikTok is NoNoise418. And that's it for the promo. Let's go. So normally I kind of just jot things down and, go off the fly how I'm feeling and what I want to pick at first. Today I'm probably the most organized by actually going by a guideline. Again, this is episode 187. Let's get the sports out the way first. Judge makes history. Clap it up. Gotta clap it up. Judge makes history. Most home runs in the American League in a single season. That's the number 62. 62. In that same breath, Yankees clinch. They clinched the division. They will face the Guardians. The Guardians had a thriller against Tampa Bay. But, sorry, Tampa Bay goes home. Yankees, Guardians. Mets is on the wild card. I wanted to record this late enough to give the outcome because the Mets is in a stinger against the Padres, but I don't have that outcome. By the time you see this, you'll know. So, Astros to face the Mariners. That was a barn burner too. I think the Mariners was playing Toronto. They beat Toronto. Okay, that's it for basketball. Football. Giants are 4-1. What a thriller. They beat the Packers today. Aaron Rodgers and them. I was shocked, I must say. You're going to say I'm probably not paying attention to football fully because, when we like who we like, we just pay attention to them. So I don't not like the Giants. Let's not get that twisted. I'm just saying they're really surprising me this season so far. The Jets beat the Dolphins. You're not going to really count that because that star quarterback is out. And then I didn't even know bum-ass Bridgewater. Yeah, I'm calling him out because he was on Denver and he did nothing for us. Oh my God, he was so shaky, concussion protocols, and I got a little emotional. I pray for him to be great. But he got hurt too because he wasn't the starting quarterback, but he was filling in for two. I don't know if I say his name right. In that tragic injury, was that a few weeks ago? I forgot against who already. So much things go on. But Bridgewater was taking over for him, and he got hurt as well. So the Jets pull a good upset by beating them. The Eagles are in a dogfight against the Cardinals. Eagles are the only undefeated team in football. Take a sip for that. I'm not from Philly. I'm just saying. Philadelphia is undefeated. 4-0. First place in their division. Shocking to me as well. Buffalo, that's New York. Gotta give it up. Buffalo Bills are 4-1. They demolished the Steelers. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I guess that's it for sports. No, it's not. So I found out some little more dirt, two little more things. I sit back for a sec. Draymond Green. I don't know how I ever felt about this dude. As a sports fan, seen what Golden State has done. I know that he could get a little emotional. There's many examples in my head right now. You know, times of him acting up on the court. You know, the times where he got suspended, technical fouls, shit against LeBron. Uh, when he wowed out on Kevin Durant when they were teammates. Whether you want to say that had to do with Durant leaving, you can act like it's not, but I feel like that's definitely part of it. But they did sit down and do an interview. But that's outside basketball because, you know, in that realm, I guess everybody's supposed to be justified by their actions because they're that passionate about the game and the willingness to win. So behaviors are accepted. But nonetheless, yeah, Draymond at practice against Jordan Poole, they got into it, and I actually seen footage that Jordan Poole did initiate contact, pushing him first. Draymond punches him in the face. I'm like, are these kids? Is this high school? These are not grown-ass NBA players getting paid billions between all of them. I'm not talking about one person gets billions. I'm just saying, the money on the table, the age, I mean, it's practice, so, you know, I could play devil's advocate a little bit and say, you didn't expect nobody to see this footage because, you know, practice is not a real game. You don't have fans there, so you think you can act other than? I couldn't believe the footage. I swore it was a high school game. This is practice, and they got that heated. So, yeah, Draymond apologized at all or whatever he had to do. I don't know how Jordan Poole really feels. Was he interviewed? Does he, you know, I want his true thoughts on that because as a man, it's on site for the rest of the whatever like that. I can't just let that go. And that's even more maybe emotional and a childish decision to feel that way. You could call that. But my thing is principle, and it's always principle. And that's what makes us human beings and why we aren't perfect. And although we are pressured to make the most best decisions, the older we get, the more responsible we get. The more that we're responsible for others, we have to really use this and not this. But fuck that. I got principles. There's just certain shit that I'm not with it. Like, it's on site. I don't care. Like, you call it how you call it. Say what you say. So I'm going to pray they get their relationship right and the Warriors have a phenomenal season. Remember, they're the most recent champs. So everybody's going to be gunning for them. But that was not a good look. Point blank, period. So I'm off that. Ime Udoka. Wow. This story just keeps getting better. Sorry for Nia Long. They said he had relations with an employee, and that meant, he's being unfaithful because he's engaged to be married. I don't know how long that engagement's been going on. You know the story, Nia Long and him, right? So he suspended a whole season because of relations with an employee, right? Come to find out, so they say, I don't know, I'm not there. The employee was the wife of the owner. Well, that's telling, because if Udoka was slamming the owner's wife, he's lucky he's only suspended for a season. I mean, I'm sure they're going to do all other kind of fuckery too. And I'm not trying to joke or how can I say, promote this behavior or act like I'm for this behavior. But it's very telling that it depends on who. If you sleep with a cleaner, no offense, I'm sure the charges aren't as heavy. So it's unfolding. Damn, that's messy. That's messy as fuck. I don't, it kind of stumped me for a second. It makes sense though. It makes sense. There's a lot of ways I can pick at this. I'm not sure I want to because I'm just dissecting it right now. Like, wow. The owner, I mean, I don't even know what he looks like. He has a name. I think he's from somewhere. But he's not taking care of business. Is he not? Because you could dissect this like that. Like, it didn't matter if it was somebody famous or somebody known. Like, if she would, I mean, people have expectations, though. I don't think some people of high stature is gonna creep with like a nobody. So my point is, if the husband isn't taking care of business in the bedroom, she's not gonna mess around with somebody that works at McDonald's, I'm sure. But I just think that it could have been emptiness there, and yes, she's gonna deal with someone of that caliber or higher. So I'm not saying Udoka should have volunteered. All I'm saying is it would have happened. if there's some emptiness in the relationship, if there's something he's not fulfilling. But it's just crazy how that's targeted, and this is why it's messy, because it's so close to, you know, where they call that shit and shit where you eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's just wild. You feel me? But I'm gonna leave that there, and wow. I get it though. I get it. A lot of messy shit going on in the industry, music-wise. So I don't know. I might sound sarcastic, or I'm against it, or whatever. But the BET Awards, right? And there's things that's going on outside of that, and that may not have nothing to do with that directly, but I'm just gonna use that as a crutch. I do music, so I would rather go to a Grammy or get a Grammy or get Grammy nominated than a BET Award. I don't want to sound like I'm not supportive of what our people try to do, our people try to present, and you know, BET Awards has been around for eons, you know what I'm saying? So they put in their work. But I gotta be honest, I'd rather Grammy than the BET Award. That's just me though. So the BET Awards happened. Shout out to Fat Joe, he hosted that. Little slick shit going on here. So I got a bunch of names to throw at you. Cardi B and JT, slick comments thrown at each other. I think JT, you know, co-signed Glorilla for Best Upcoming Artist Award. And I don't know what the beef is between Cardi B and JT when it comes to that. The Cardi B's probably just poking, just, you know, poking to poke, talk shit to talk shit. Maybe she already had like issues or wanted to say some slick shit, and this was the green light. So yeah, they're back and forth on that. Whatever. So Glorilla gets Best Upcoming Artist over Fabio Foreign. Memphis, stand up. But I don't understand what the fuck she be saying. And it's like I don't know if it's trap music or whatever you want to call that. And you know, yes, I am older, and yes, I have a certain taste for music. So it's not me poking and stabbing or throwing shots. I mean, shout out to the woman. You know what I'm saying? Glorilla, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't knock the method and the work. I don't know the grind she put in. So I'm not talking about her as a person. I'm saying that from where I stand, I don't understand nothing she's saying. But when she gets it over Fabio Foreign, he has his moments where I don't understand what he's saying. But that's Brooklyn, so I got to stand behind him more, because there's a lot more things he's made that I like and understand versus Glorilla. I'm going to have to go dig and research a little bit more to see if I start to understand. I don't know. That's like the young folks, the millennial babies type of music. It is what it is. But yeah, there's a little tension over that. But Fabio gave her flowers and said dope. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing slick to say at all. You know what I mean? So he was good with that. Song of the year went to Lotto, Big Energy. Now that's big. I understand her, but I don't know. Like, samples are the wave of the future, and that's Mariah Carey when I hear that music. So obviously that's a home run, because the Mariah joint that was sampled from got Grammys. Not a BET award, got Grammys. So if you're gonna give Song of the Year to Lotto, I guess because of that music, yeah. Kodak Black felt away and he threw shots. But he threw shots at Glorilla too, I think. I don't know. He throwing shots all over the place. But he felt the way about not getting it. I don't know if he did throw shots at Lotto, because he says they talking some shit I don't know nothing about. But he had a song that he was nominated for in the same category called Super Gremlin, and I don't know if that's better than Big Energy. I gotta be honest. I saw some other things in the category that might have should have won. First Class, Harlow. I like that better than Big Energy. That's just me. Wait for You. That's Future, Thames, Drake. Come on. That's out of here. Fuck that. Yo, that's just excuse my French, man. Wait for You. How does that not win? Hot Shit. That's Cardi B, Little Dirt. All of those are better than me. But I'm one person. So the vote was already in. And that's that with that. So it's a lot of messiness going on in the industry. Kodak Black also stated, damn, shots at Diddy, that City Girl Carisha, what we call her Young Miami, right, was his leftovers. Wow. Saying he was slamming way before Diddy started, which really is not a shot, because everybody has an ex. No one's out here not doing them. So when you're a grown up, of course you was with somebody before I'm confused. But that was just a shot to throw it. But it ain't like Diddy wifed it, so I don't understand. Like, they're just dating. But Kodak Black is clearly in his feelings. Still a dope artist. Everybody I mentioned is dope in their own way. As this Glorilla, gotta grow on me. I gotta just go through more songs. When I get to a point where I understand her, I will just personally take time to give her flowers for me understanding. But I still give her flowers for her grind to get noticed and given that award. So I'm all for that with that. Kodak Black was violent. What's in the cup? What's in the cup, guys? No one's gonna take a shot? I think another reason why y'all don't try to guess is because when I upload whatever part of this segment to promote, that's never in that part. So I won't get in my feelings to say, damn, y'all not watching the whole thing? Because people comment and phrase on the part I promote. So it's usually like 2 minutes on my Instagram. That's why I tell you to follow my Instagram, How You Stop 'Em. HOWUSTOPHIM. I tell you to follow that because I put like a snippet of this on there to promote. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why nobody's guessing, because how many people are actually watching the whole thing? And I do quite of a nice number around the 40-50 minute mark every time. So I guess you have to have a certain following to get people to really watch that whole thing. Shout out to AMS. There's something I wanted to point out with him. Alpha Male Strategies. He has a lot of 10, 15 minute joints. Sometimes 20. And then he does have his hour or two. But you see, it's very easy to tune in for 10 minutes. He gets a lot done in that little bit of time. I don't want to bite off of that, but look to the future for me to start maybe snipping it out. So, all right. You know what I'm saving? The juicy shit for last. Kanye West, White Lives Matter t-shirt. Everyone is butthurt. Kanye has been a sporadic, erratic, unpredictable, yet expect him to do some wild shit left field for as long as I can remember. I don't want to pin it on and say this, but 808 heartbreaks, you know, the passing of his moms. I didn't really want to bring that up, but that is something that's big, you know. I don't want to blame him for however he feels since that loss. So I'm just saying that because that's when I detected the behavior change. But that's a tragic loss, you know what I mean? So I'm not clowning that or joking on that at all. What I'm saying is that's when I recognized him really being great, like bugged out. But nothing he do, does, will ever shock me or ever throw me off key, because I expect him to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and y'all are stupid because it works. Because every time he does some random shit, he gets the attention that possibly he wanted, and which is why he did it in the first place. Let that man be. You know he always is. It's only a matter of time for some next random shit. But, I mean, I'm talking that in generals. This White Lives Matter t-shirt, is it really that big of a deal? Like, whatever. Like, we already know he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to challenge it by saying, when he made the comment, George Bush doesn't care about black people. He meant that in that moment. Then the next moment, he feels another way. So, that whole, and then look, he loved Trump. He was a Trump supporter. So I don't really understand the mystery here. Like, I'm not understanding the problem. This is Kanye be talking about. Now, if Malcolm X wore a White Lives Matter t-shirt, that should throw you the fuck off. God bless the dead. I mean, I should have used somebody who's alive, but I just wanted you to really get the message. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out Casanova, free Casanova. I don't know if he's ever coming home. Free Casanova, deadass. He made a comment saying that Kanye has half white kids. So let that sink in. Good shit, man. I didn't even think of that. You know what I mean? That's saying that you giving Kanye credit that he was thinking sanely. I think he just was doing whatever, but he's not stupid. So I know that obviously that's in there, but he didn't do it for that kind of reason. Like, I don't think he just wanted to get y'all attention, throw y'all off course and it worked. You feel me? He could say or do whatever the fuck he want. That's what people with money do. And not get canceled. But he has been checked on certain things he's done that's been probably too crazy. But he's not afraid to take that chance again. So let that be. Am I rocking that shirt? Maybe not. Does that mean that I don't think that white lives matter? No. I don't have to wear a shirt to voice my opinion on who matters and who don't. You know, I'm more for all lives matter. You know, I'll rock that. You know, and then I'm black, so I'm gonna wear the black lives. I haven't worn none of these shits, to be honest. But what I'm saying, if I'm wearing black or all, and it's not a racist thing. It's whatever. That's how I feel. But I have nothing against anybody. And if I were white, I would wear all lives matter or white lives matter. That's just how I feel about it. But I don't feel like it's racism because of what I wear, what I don't wear, or what I wouldn't wear. You know what I'm saying? So again, Kanye could do what he wants. Y'all feeding into BS. There's a lot more things going on. Let's talk about, the hurricanes that's damaging Florida, what Florida went through, what Puerto Rico went through. That's where the issue lies, not him wearing some damn t-shirt. My rant's crazy. So, I want to take a quick prayer for Ray J and Blockboy JB. Ray J made a tweet or a comment or somewhere, I don't know if since then he's retracted it or deleted it, saying that if it wasn't for his kids, he'd end it all. I don't know what he's going through. I hope that it gets better. I pray that the powers that be gives him mental strength to know that there's much more to live for than just for the fact that he has kids. Deadass. And Blockboy JB, don't know much about him, barely know him. Memphis rapper. Also wasn't not the same situation, but he has some mental issues at all as well, where I think he checked in or went to see a therapist. So I'm just praying for my people. You feel me? That's it. That's all that really is about. All right, this new talk called Munch. Again, millennia babies. This is like as sensible to me as the Glorilla thing. But Ice Spice, I'll give her a shout out. She's on the grind. She's on the come up. There's actually a song I like. I don't remember the title. I just have it in my playlist, and I'm digging that one. But this Munch thing is contributed to feminists. Like my man Alpha Male Strategy said, shout out Fresh and Fit. To my knowledge, this is when a woman is serviced and that's it. The guy gets nothing out of it. So, that's how we moving. I mean, that was going on way before this, but we actually came up with a term for that. Yo, women running this shit that I'm telling you, women run the world, yo. And I don't think it'll ever change. Fellas, be on the wear. If you're called Munch, I wouldn't have known. People had to put me on. But, I ain't out there anyway, so ain't nobody gonna be calling me that. But that's crazy. That's the term. So, fellas, if you want to contract that, you come up with a term. I need my artists that's in that age range. Because I feel like Ice Spice, Glorilla, and all of them, they're early 20s, right? So, I need my 20s. Even Dirk probably could do it. Because I don't know how old Dirk is. I think he could be 30 or almost 30. Not Drake, though. I don't need Drake in there. But it won't hurt. At least if somebody step up. But I need Dirk or even Kodak Black, since you raving and ranting about shit. You do it. Or, y'all know the names of these young cats. NBA Youngboy. I wanted to mention him real quick. Yeah, I want him to do it. Yo, this young man, I understand him. It's kind of like the Lotto thing. Like, I understand him a little bit. I don't understand everything. But this boy is a problem. Like, I don't know what it is today. You get the back end, you get the support, and then the energy just elevates for you. Because these are not the most lyrical. I'm sorry. If you're from the 90s rap and the 20s music and all of that, these are not the most lyrical people. But their grind, the people that support them, the backing they have, and I guess their work ethic has them winning. And you can't really be mad at that. And you do have to open your mind a little bit. Sometimes it's about the feel of the music, like partying and dancing and and flowing, you know what I'm saying? Because if the beat is crazy We gotta admit it. If the beat is crazy and they're flowing to it, not so much that they gotta be lyrical. And that's what our lyrical miracle selves, me included, have an issue because we're no matter what, we're trying to be lyrical. We're trying to make sense, punchline, punch in, metaphor, and it's really not needed in these party type scenarios, partying, dancing, different type of vibes, excuse me. Some people, hookah. I'm not biased. I can mention all types of entertainment substances. I won't go as far as the white, but hookah, weed, I guess pills is like the white. But whatever you do to mellow out and relax and then just vibe. So like this music that's winning is the lyrical don't matter. You feel me? So I wanted to shout out NBA Youngboy for real because that boy work ethic though. 3800 Degrees, the new album. I checked out some of it. Like I said, I understand him. It's not really for me, but I can open my mind and listen to some of it. So I need him to make the counter for Munch. Cause yeah, women are winning, fellas. They got us looking bad out here. But listen, the way if you are nobody, and I don't want to say it like you are nobody just because you're not famous, but it's just a term. Don't take me literal. Don't get emotional. When I say nobody, I don't mean that you're not, because you can be important to just where you live, the people who you related to, the people where you stay at. That's important enough to be somebody. You feel me? If one person gives a fuck about you, you're somebody. If I have to really break that down for your mental to collect that, one person gives a damn about you, you somebody. But in this celebrity terminology and Hollywood and the bright lights, if these women use you for that, you my fellas out there that's doing them by any means, you get the Megans, the Ice Spice, the other Spice, the Glorrillas and the Lottos and I don't know everybody's name. But if they get you in this Munch joint, I guess you feel you ain't losing because you came from, Nicki and the Cardis and all that. They could get you to be the Munch, I guess. But whatever, they winning. Just know that. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I'll be back after this commercial break. Nah, I'm just joking. I just always wanted to say that. No commercials here. We don't stop. We go all the way here. I can enter real life shit now. I'm gonna dip back in that Hollywood celebrity messy. I got a Hollywood messy joint. But I'm gonna first start here. How to handle the non-Hollywood phase and how to stand the testy times of relationships. Woo, that's big. Okay, so we know what Hollywood phase is, right? And there's no set time on that because you can go through that through different stages of a relationship. But we're gonna focus in on the beginning stage. So when you first meet, you're first getting to know each other. We're gonna fast forward past that. The representative and the getting to know each other part. Let's say that you passed that and y'all are y'all like, look, we together. We I want to make this thing real. Let's go. Once you get past that initial icebreaker. So you loving that, right? That lasts what? Can I even put a time clock on that? I'm gonna put between 3 to 9 months. I'm gonna spread the window that far because some people it's 3 months, some people 6, some people 9. So what happens after that? The thing is, do you make sure that you are on point? And it takes more than one. So both of y'all have to really be paying attention to this. And it doesn't mean you're selfish per se or that you meant to slack or you meant to slip. But if real life shit is going on, and you have kids and all that other stuff going on, that is why you can't really pay attention to every detail. Sorry, I didn't stop the notifications. Jesus. No one hits me all friggin' day, and then now when I'm doing this, they're like, we gotta interrupt your pod, man. You're doing too good out here, man. We interrupting that shit, so apologize for that. But yeah, everybody's not paying attention fully awarely. People feel like once they prove themselves or, they show what they call true colors, that, it's back to regular schedule. So That's why I said 3, 6, 9 months or whatever. You know, you probably get the best of a person. And then, you know, subconsciously or consciously, whatever you want to call it, you know, it slips a little. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody, it might slip a little. You know what? And I'm glad that I hope that it's being checked on both sides. So we say, fellas, whatever it took to get your lady, you have to maintain that to keep your lady. But we're not gonna slack on the ladies. Ladies, whatever it took to get your guy, you gotta keep doing it. The thing is, emotions, right? So it may be looked upon, and it's not even Steven. It's not even Steven across the board. It may be looked upon that females deal with emotions, right? So the guys have to be more on point, or expected to be more on point about this. Women, I don't want to say they get a pass, but emotions play a role in, because to them it's a feel. It's how they're feeling. Let's call it a spade. They can love you to death, but it's a feeling thing. If they're not in the mood, and anything can throw them off whack. Their womanhood, the cycle, their job, their kids, you know, it's just so much going on that could be going on. And I'm not saying we're supposed to just turn the other cheek and accept it and just let it go on for however long. I'm just saying you got to take that into account. So they get like a slight pass for a moment. I know I'm going to start the reference. Shout out AMS again. Red pill, blue pill, purple pill. I know some of you is not having it. Guys, you know, let the emotion go. We're not talking malicious shit. We're not talking women who are showing no interest. We're not talking about women who are not caring about your feelings whatsoever and don't make no attempt, like just go all the way cold turkey. I'm not talking about those obvious signs. I'm talking about leveling up and matching, because you got to keep the spice going, so you want them to keep the spice going. But remember, guys, and this is debatable, we're leaders. We're the leaders. We're the providers, right? So that may require us to lead in more areas than you would think. So this is a perfect example. Lead by showing that you still appreciate this lady, you don't take her for granted, and you do things to show that. You know, if you dated her in the beginning, you got to continue to date. Again, all this AMS shout out, AMS, Alpha Male Strategies. But you got to keep that rolling. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel it's not reciprocated, you have to break down to the degree of how. Get your receipts. Again, are they going all the way cold turkey? Are things going on in life to justify? Again, they have emotions. But ladies, no, don't misinterpret me. Get on your fucking job too. If nothing is going on, or you get a moment of clarity to think without any emotion and straight logic, and you see your man going in, he does all what he's supposed to, fully committed, still dates you, still do all these things, you gotta go, well, I gotta do something to show my appreciation and that I'm not taking him for granted as well. It's a two, you know what I mean? When they talk 50-50, a relationship is never 50-50, but only in this aspect, in this thinking, I want you to almost say that it is. Outside of that, it's not. So, that's huge. So, I gave you some info, but I didn't really answer the question. So how to handle it? Maybe I did answer it. Just be mindful of things. Try to do special when you can. You ain't got to go over the top killing yourself. I saw something, damn, I can't give them the credit they deserve. Somebody sent me a pod where he was like, very big, very big. Not dating outside your means. Meaning like if you're a guy and you live a certain lifestyle, don't chase or try to wife somebody that's higher than the lifestyle you want to live. If you cool, I mean, is Polo a fair ground for my 80s babies, maybe 90s? Polo is good enough for me. I don't need Celine and Dior and Amiri and all these. I don't need that stuff. It's nice. You know, I'm a collector in a sense, so I wouldn't mind like one piece of it. But I don't need to have that. So I'm never going to be with somebody that that's all they trying to put in their closet. I don't give a fuck how they look, how much they might have wheeled me in with initial attraction. If it's not in my means, it's not. I'm good at the polo level, yo. And you got to decide that. So that was really big. I might put it in the comments if I find out who it was. That was dope. But back to what I'm saying is, you kind of just got to stay level-headed and put your best foot forward. I say that in all examples. But yeah, that's how you can survive the non-Hollywood phase, because things are going to get testy. You're going to get tested. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be always peachy Disneyland. Shit is going to go down. And you got to find your way to keep a level head and know it's just a moment. You're only just getting tested. This does not mean it's the end of it. Don't get dramatic, especially fellas, because in any kind of tragedy, any kind of thing that shifts, women are looking to you to see how you handle that. If you look nervous, if you get emotional, like you can't handle it, it's only going to make the situation worse because they look into you. And whether they admit that or not, and whether, you know, they on their feminist shit and, you know, I bring as much to the table too, and they hold an equal weight, they still should, in their biological field, know that the guy is the leader. So, if you look nervous, what the fuck you think you gonna get? So, you just gotta kind of have a level head. I'm all for, like, again, Fresh and Fit Pod and AMS. That's the last time I'm saying it, because I'm really just giving them their flowers, because a lot of the ideas and stuff I come up with, you have to watch shit to do shit, correct? So, yeah. Again, I shout out all the other guys, too. I just watched recently Rory and Mal. Rory and Mal. I don't want to say Mal. Mal is a work term, so where I work at, that's something. That's why I always twist those names up my bag. Rory and Mal have an interview with Benny the Butcher. And that's dope. You need to go check that out on YouTube. Rory and Mal, Benny the Butcher interview. Fire. So, I watch all these guys, right? So, I get my influence there. So, you gotta just lead. Lead, fellas. If you're in your masculine form, living your best life on your purpose, lead. When shit get rocky, you feeling the way, hopefully you got some real ones to turn to. You turn to your guys, you know what I'm saying? You turn to colleagues that's like on the level, you feel me? And you know, sometimes you don't even have to, I got little strategies myself. Sometimes you don't really have to have the best of friends. You can still get shit off from a male's perspective if you just interact with guys who's also in relationships, also has shit going on. And sometimes just venting to speak the shit off makes you feel better. You know what I mean? But you can't hold stuff in. That's a bad way to really be feeling the way and hold it in and not get it off at all, or to get super emotional, or to not be able to handle pressure initially. So, men, there's a lot of homework, a lot of requirements held on us to get through. So that's what I got for you as far as standing the test of time with these testy shits and how to handle the non-Hollywood phase. That last line ain't make no sense. Yo, that's crazy. Who regrets more, women or men? Who admits it more? Who learns from it quicker? When I say these things, I'm referencing letting one get away. So, when a female has a good guy, and red pill, even purple pill, blue pill is the only one delusional that would think that being a good guy is really the wave. But what we saying, fellas, do we all agree with the line, nice guys finish last? But, as hard as that is, to just be all the way nice, all the way gullible, that is not a good look for guys. I know a lot of guys that say that. You got to still control your masculine frame. So, you can just be that regret for the lady, because even though nice guys finish last, whenever a woman has lost one that was that, they won't openly admit it, but they regret that shit. I'm telling you, especially if everyone after is the total opposite. They're like, bitch, you ain't about to, you know what I mean? So, who go through that more? You see, women could be nice. This is biased, and this will probably get argued. I'm probably going to put this part. Let me see what time frame I'm at. I'm probably going to put this part in there. Yo, it's that big. I need to get closer. My blonde ass. This is the part I'm going to probably promote. Okay, almost at 40. So listen to me. I know my shorts don't match. Who cares? Women could be nice. Yeah, I know. People take advantage all over the world. So that woman that's nice, I just pray that she falls with the right person, so her being nice isn't fully taken advantage of to where now she's like, fuck that. Because that's what happens to everybody that was nice, women and men. But keep it real, ladies. Sorry to use your looks against you, but the better you look, the more of a baddie you are, the better, like the mwah, and you nice, if you stick to that, yeah, there's going to be bozos that fuck that up. But I can't see you losing. Put it like this. I'm all over the place with this one. This is good. Women that are mwah, be nice. You will get the right person faster. You're going to go through some shit. But I feel, and I'm going out on a limb right here, you are going to get that guy for you faster than a guy being nice. No matter how he look. Damn. No matter how much money he got. He gonna still, if he's a billionaire and he's a nice guy, he's still gonna get played. Based on how much he selects and who he out there with. Women, I don't give a fuck about your money. We ain't gonna say you got $1 billion. You work at McDonald's. If you are bad, you're a 10 on the scale, and you're nice, you're gonna find happiness faster. The thing is, you have emotions, so we may have to get beat up more. Guys got to get beat up more, and we still lose. But y'all probably can't take the beating that it takes to get to that right guy. Because there's going to be a guy that go, wait a minute. She this bad and she's not trying to get over? Yeah, she good. The thing is the terms and the conditions of that relationship, which I hear all the time. You know, monogamous is what every female wants, most women want. So that'll be the thing that's frowned on. Like, there'll be a bad girl, she look really great, and she's nice, and she's the main piece, the main wifey. She gets the house, she gets everything. But if he steps out, it's like she's scarred because it's like, nigga, like, I'm nice and I'm bad. What more do you need? But that's another convo for another day. The thing is, going back to that, who learns from it quicker? I think women. I think guys got to be on guard too much to ever even think like clearly to know, okay, we let one get away. Nah. I'm like Kanye right now, sporadic. I'm taking that back. Men learn from that quicker. Do they behave quicker, like react quicker to it? I don't know. So that's probably what I meant. I feel like maybe women react to it quicker. Because why does a good guy, they both use the same excuse. Why does a guy turn player status? Like a guy who was maybe very nice, wanted just one girl, didn't cheat, worshiped the ground they walked on and got played. So now what does he do? He just wants a bunch of girls, or he just never gives himself to them like that again. But that's a human thing because women are argued the same. If they were good, they did all for their man and their man played them, now they're going to be a hub. So it's equal across the board. Everybody's going to be a little deterred. Everybody's going to be a little off whack. So who regrets it more? I think both. I kind of sound crazy because I keep changing my decision, but we're going to go out on a limb. Letting one get away. I feel both can admit it. Oh, this is where I'm going to separate it. I don't think women would admit it. Not openly for everyone. If they got homegirls or somebody they really trust in, they may tell them, and that's very secretive. I think men will be more open to admit that they let one get away. That's final answer. Men will admit it more openly that they let one get away than women, I think. Far as who learns from it quicker, I feel like that's even Steven. I think they both can learn. They both have the ability to learn from that mistake. Will they react accordingly? I don't know. So that's good on that. I'm good there. Last one for the night, day, afternoon, whatever time this is for you when you're watching this. Quavo claims that Saweetie, whatever the fuck her name is, had sex with his homie First it was his homie. Now it's saying it could be Offset. Again, celebrity business today is mad messy. I don't know if I want to be famous right now. Not at this moment right here. But I don't know. I was not there. I can't co-sign. I know that there's a song or something going on, brewing, stirring, song, lines in the song that Saweetie definitely slept with the homie. Whether or not it's Offset, I can't confirm. Quavo's obviously in his bag, in his feelings about this. Whether this is true, just hearsay, just something that's going to disappear next week, I want to touch on this closing out. Fellas, this is not acceptable behavior. I know I just talk about regrets and how to handle non-Hollywood phases and standing the test of time. This is not acceptable. And I have so much energy for this because I've come from a piece of shit. Scummy. You couldn't trust me. I ain't acting like I was all polished always. And I still have learning to do. I still can grow. You don't stop learning or growing till you die, in my opinion. But what I will say is, for the act that I've cleaned up, and for any fellas that could relate to what I'm saying, or maybe there was always a cleanup act, it's not acceptable. Listen, check this out. I'm going to try to do this without making it seem personal. I'm just going to advise all my fellas. If you're in a relationship, any sort that's serious, that means something, that they could possibly get your last name, say this calmly so you really get me, and slow. If you're with someone that is potential to get your last name, and you love them, you got them. Fellas I'm talking to, this is not acceptable. Homie, stranger, co-worker, neighbor. I can't stress how gone you better be if you find out. God forbid. The powers that be forbid. Allah forbid. Islam forbid. Whatever religion, just forbid. Because, listen, check this out. There is no coming back from that. And you know why I may seem like I'm going in right now about it? As calm as I am. Fellas, tell them. You want me to tell them? I'll tell them. Ladies, men are sexual creatures. Sex to them is almost as important as money is to you. Let that sink in. So, when we decide, I'm sorry, this is very masculine. When we decide to cancel our sexual options, that's college education, right? When we decide to cancel our sexual options to be with one person because monogamy is favored and we are not doing us. Fellas, and you can argue because, there's other levels of this, but I'm only going to talk for my monogamous fellas, my purple pill that's behaving all the way. So we're not out there doing anything, nothing. And we find out that you did something, ladies. And so, I can't describe the magnitude of the destruction of the friggin' what? I can't describe the level of disrespect, dishonor, and we're so fucking gone. We're so gone. And women will argue, well, men do it all the time, and there's more cases of men violating the trust, violating monogamy. Yes, I get it. But when it happens on this end, I'm only talking about the guys who's been behaving and doing no such thing. You can't talk, and there's guys that still gonna talk because that's just a violation no matter if a guy's being faithful or not. Ladies, I want you to understand this harsh reality. You cannot agree with it, you can hate it. But whether a man is faithful or not, if he finds out his girl is cheating, he almost wants to kill you. You almost gotta die. Is that psychotic enough for you? In fact, you've never been in love if you got played and you ain't want to kill that motherfucker. Then you ain't never been in love. This is very toxic behavior, by the way. Hugely. But I want ladies to really understand me. These last moments is for you. Men find that the most disrespectful thing you can do. Sexually. Any sexual, physical satisfaction, gratification you give another male is the ultimate disrespect. And we want to kill you both. Lock me up for this. I don't care. This is real feelings. So, for the guys who are behaving, who are monogamous, my purple pill brothers that's in a relationship that they're not doing them at all, entertaining nothing. If this happens, it's total pandemonium. This is like Christ coming again. When he came, the first time was fire. The next time, was it first time? First time fire, next time flood. Or was it first time flood? Yo, Noah, right, flood. Flood, next time fire. This is fire. You're playing with it. I'm going to seal this off, maybe pick this up next time. But ladies, I hope you caught the message there. It's unacceptable. And if Quavo, I say to you, I don't give a fuck if you were the Princess of England. Saweetie, if that's what she did, she should be canceled. Canceled. She's a done deal. It's done. So, that's all I got for you right now. And I hope you really understand that. Again, what sex is to guys is what money is to women. I'll holla next time. Y'all have a good one. Peace.